Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this, it is probably, I want to say this is probably going to go up on Monday. And this, although I have a couple other pre-filmed videos, this will be the last video I'm filming with this length of hair because tomorrow I am getting my hair cut. And along with getting my hair cut, I am visiting my family, my parents. They live about 2 hours away, so it's going to require an overnight stay. Well, I'm going to, so it doesn't necessarily require it, but I'm going to be staying overnight. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of do like a bit of a shop my stash type thing with you guys, just because I have to pack my bag anyway to bring with me for the overnight. So as I'm collecting things to bring with me, I thought we might as well just talk about my choices, and those will kind of be things that I am going to just have in my like weekly makeup basket anyway for the rest of the week, just because I don't see myself like really rotating it any sooner than that anyway. So this is kind of like my first ever shop my stash type video. If you like those, I can continue doing them if you're into that, but I don't know if they're really going to be my cup of tea just because a lot of these products are staples for me, aside from like lip stuff, highlighter, blush, and eyeshadow. Like a lot of the other products like foundations, mascaras, things like that, I have a go-to one that I always use. So it's not going to be like that interesting, I guess, to be like, oh, this is the foundation I'm using this week, because it's going to be the same every single week. But since I've never done one of these, might as well. So let me start with, I've got like a container in front of me that I would like to put things as I add them to the travel bag. So let me empty it out for now, and we'll fill it back up again as we go along. So I put a couple things aside behind me as things I will most definitely not be bringing with me for obvious reasons, such as this is like not travel friendly. It's so awkward and chunky and whatever weird, so I'm not bringing any of the teddy bears. I won't be bringing anything bulky and huge like the Conspiracy palette. It's just way too big to fit in my travel bag. It's just a no-go for this week. So let's get into the first kind of basic things. So I'm just gonna go over things as I plan to sort of use them, like in order. So I of course want my day cream. That is this. Currently, the one I'm using is this Body Shop Seaweed Oil Control Gel Cream. I use this before I put on my makeup in the morning, so I will need this when I go, so that is going in the travel bag. Then I'm going to need a primer. This is my go-to primer for my face. I have a different one for my eyes, but this is the one I will be bringing to use while I'm gone. It's just a classic Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Then I need my cocktail of foundations. So I always mix together my foundations just to get a better color match and texture for my skin. So I have the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation, which I always mix together with one or both of these, the Makeup Forever and the CoverGirl. I'm trying to roll this one out because it's way too expensive, and this one's way more affordable. But for now, I've just been mixing both of these in with this, sort of like 1/3 each, until this guy's empty. And it's almost empty, but every time I think, like I keep thinking, oh, okay, next time I use it, it's gonna be empty. Next time I use it, it's gonna, and then it just keeps going somehow, but it feels very empty. So any day now, it should be running out. So I'm going to be packing all 3 of those, despite the fact that it's gonna take up some room, but you know what? Oh well. All right, so I'm also going to need an eyelid primer, and I opened this up today for the first time. It's one of those little sample things you get from Urban Decay of their eyeshadow priming potion or whatever. It's the anti-aging one. I don't know why it's not focusing here. Come on. Anyway, it's the Urban Decay anti-aging eyeshadow primer potion in nude, which is basically invisible. So I opened it today, so I want to try and use it in the next couple of days because there's surprisingly a lot more in here than I thought. Like I thought it was a one-time use kind of a thing, but there feels to be a lot more in there. So I'm gonna carefully try and pack this and bring it, because I'd like to use this packet up since I opened it. If I knew there was that much in there, I probably wouldn't have opened it today, but oh well. So I'm gonna bring that. Then I will need an eyebrow pencil, and so I will bring my classic, the Annabelle Skinny Brow Liner and Universal Taupe. It's hard to get it to focus, but oh, it almost did for a second there, and then I moved. Anyway, you get the idea. So that's coming with me, as well as my skin has been pretty rough lately. I obviously have makeup on right now, so maybe you can't tell, but trust me, it's bad. Lots of big red spots all over my face, so I'm going to bring the Clinique Acne Solutions Clearing Concealer. This guy is really old. It actually expired technically in April of 2016. That's how old it is. But to me, I feel like that just means that the active ingredients probably aren't going to work anymore. So it has salicylic acid in it, but I don't think it will work at this point. It's too old. But it does do a really good job of like just covering and color correcting kind of thing. So I am still using it. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's making my skin worse at this point. It's pretty old, but there's very little left in here, so I just want to use it up. Bringing that. And then I will bring my under eye concealer, which is the Stay Matte Soft Matte Concealer from Rimmel London. That's what that looks like. Anyway, bringing that. And of course I need my application tools. So I've got a mini sponge, and somewhere over here I have a big sponge. Oh, it's behind the computer, sorry. Okay, so I've got a mini sponge and a big sponge. These are from Morphe. They are the Jeffree Star and Morphe collab or whatever for sponges. I like the big one to do my all over my face and the little one to do my under eye concealer, so I'm gonna bring both. And then, all right, what else should I bring here? I've got a whole bunch of stuff in front of me that I'm trying to figure out what to bring here. So I'd like to bring a mask of some kind, because while I'm there, I might as well mask. And I have a few choices. So I found this one. Don't know how old it is, and there's no expiry date on it. So I guess I'll just take my chances with it. It's like a sheet mask. So maybe I'll bring this one. And then I got a bunch of these from my friend for Christmas. They're like a whole bunch of different sheet masks, and they all do different things, like moisturizing honey mask, and then there's like a brightening rice mask, and like all kinds of, they're all sheet masks. But since those I know are newer, I'm going to keep those here and not bring them with me. The only other one I'm thinking about bringing maybe is this Body Shop Himalayan Charcoal Purifying Glow Mask. Apologize for the jar being kind of dirty, but that's because it's like a mud mask. So I'm very close to finishing this actually. That's why I'm thinking about bringing it. Like, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's very little left. So probably only about one use. So I could bring that, but I think maybe I'll just bring the sheet mask. It's a little easier to travel with, and then I can use this when I get back. So let me put this sheet mask into the pile. What else? Let's see. So I need to bring my night creams and night skincare routine. So that includes this Body Shop tea tree oil for my breakout spots. I use this as a spot treatment. Anyway, I need my tea tree anti-imperfection night mask. It's not really a mask, it's a leave-on like gel. So it's kind of deceiving that they call it a mask, but I'm gonna be bringing that. I'm gonna be bringing my nighttime moisturizer, which is this aloe moisturizer from the Body Shop. And I'm going to be bringing my eye cream, which is this guy. Some random brand that I've never heard of, but it was on sale at Marshall's, so I'm trying it out. So far so good, but we'll see. It's my first ever time even using an eye cream. Come on, camera. Come back to me. There we go. Okay, so bin's getting kind of full. I still need a few other things here. What else do I need? I'm going to need a setting powder. So I'm going to bring my usual, which is the Body Shop All Over Face Base. It's my go-to setting powder. Come on. This mirror is very frustrating though. It comes off a lot. Okay. There we go. And then I would like to bring one blush and one highlighter. There's no need to bring like a palette for like one overnight trip, and I tend to use the same blush every day anyway, which is this Tarte Party blush. I've actually sort of frankened this a little bit. I mixed together a peach colored eyeshadow in with it because I had about half the Party blush in there, and I wanted, you know, to make it last longer. So I mixed it together with the closest shade I could find in an eyeshadow, which was just like a peach eyeshadow. And so that's what it looks like now. Basically looks more or less the same. Like it's obviously being repressed, but yeah, this is my go-to blush. So I'll be bringing that. And this is also a Franken highlighter. It's a little bit crumbly because it's in a weird container, but it is just like a champagne shimmery highlighter. I will be bringing as well. I just got some on my hand, so might as well swatch it for you guys because a few little crumbles fell off. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, I put it in a weird spot on my hand, but it's nice. It's like very subtle, but it does reflect the light quite nicely. So that's that. Perfume. I'm not a big perfume girl, but I've been working on trying to pan this one, aka use it up, and I'm very close. So this is the Stella by Stella McCartney perfume, so I will be packing that one. And of course I need my brushes. I'm not going to go over every single brush that I'm taking. I'm basically just taking all my brushes. I don't have a ton. I have probably 10 to 15 brushes. I just like having them all there just in case I need to reach for one and I want to make sure I have it. So this is kind of like my brush bundle that I'm bringing. And okay, so let's talk, oh, and mascara. I want to bring 2 mascaras. This one, the one I always use, the CoverGirl Lash Blast. And then this one, which is my go-to for the bottom lashes, just because it has it's the Benefit Roller Lash Mini. I just like that it has such a small applicator brush compared to the Lash Blast one, which has a gigantic fat top, so it's a little bit harder to get that bottom lash line. So that's why I use the Benefit one for that. So I'll be bringing both of those. And then let's talk about lip stuff. There are a couple lip products I would like to bring as well. This is the Sugar Lip Treatment. I like to use this at night to keep my lips moisturized for the next day. So I'll definitely be bringing that. And then this is a MAC Huggable Lip Color in Bonsai Bloom. I love this thing, but it's getting older. Like it's not as new as some of my other things. There's still quite a bit of product left though, so I would like to use it up. It's like kind of like a glossy balm kind of thing. Like it's like more like a tinted lip balm, I would say. But it's really nice. I really like the formula of it, and it's very flattering on my skin tone, and it's very like neutral. It goes with kind of any eye look. So I'm gonna bring this for sure. And then I thought in case I want to change it up, I'll bring one other lipstick type thing. This is the Quo Beauty Lip Crayon. Matte lip crayon in the shade, I don't think there's a name for it, but it's like this nude color. And I'm only bringing this because I'm so close to finishing it. That's all the way rolled up. So I'm trying to use it at any opportunity I can, just because it's almost there. So those are the 3 lip products I am going to bring. And then the only last thing, I guess, is eyeshadow, which is my favorite part. Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm going to bring this bronzer too. It's my own creation, my Franken bronzer that I use for contouring. I'm not really a bronzer person. I don't bronze my entire face. I just kind of contour the sides occasionally. I didn't today, but sometimes I put a contour on the sides and kind of contour the top of my forehead kind of thing, sides of my nose sometimes. So that's what I use this guy for, so I'll be bringing that as well. And then it is time to pick my eyeshadow palette. I think I'm gonna go with one of these drugstore ones that I've picked up recently. Just because when you're traveling, like, you know, I don't want to risk ruining one of my expensive ones, like if it breaks or something. So I think I'm gonna go with the NYX Mystic Petals Dark Mystic Palette. This will be really cute. I'm gonna bring this because I can get a lot of sort of more fun, like kind of colorful looks, but not like insanely colorful, like they're still like muted. And then I want to bring like a neutral one as well. So I think for that option, I might go with, I think maybe I'll actually bring this one as well. This is the Too Faced Sparkling Pineapple palette. It's a really neutral palette as well, so I will bring that for some options. So I think that's it. So this is everything I'm going to bring with me, and yeah, so if you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.